3. How are you today? I wish you be fine. Our lesson today is about write 1/all as a fraction. So let's start. Read the direction for each shapes and answer the questions. Label the unit fraction for the square. I have here this square. This square cuts into two equal pieces. So what's the fraction for each piece? So this piece I have 1/2. So this fraction will be half. So what's the fraction of this piece? Perfect, it's also half because its shape cuts into two halves. So how many halves make 1/all? How many halves here make this 1/all? I have 1/2, 2 halves. So 1, 2. So I have 2 halves makes this 1/all. Perfect. And then what's the fraction? Fraction that shows the whole square. I need the whole square. So I need these 2 halves. So the colored part here is 2 and the whole parts here is also 2. So up we put the colored and denominator we put the numbers colored and denominator we put all parts. So up or in denominator put 2 and down or in denominator put another 2. So I have my fraction 2/2. 2 colored and 2 all pieces. Perfect. 2 colored or 2 all pieces. Okay. Let's see this question 2. Label the unit fraction for the circle. Okay. This part, it's B1. And how many in all? Perfect, 4. So my fraction will be 1/4. And here, this part will be 1. And all will be 4. So this will be also 4. And what about this part? It's 1/4. So it will be 4. What about this part? Perfect, it will be 4 too. Okay, so how many 4s makes 1/all? How many 4s here you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many 4s makes 1/all? Perfect. 4 4s makes 1/all. Okay. What's the fraction that shows the whole circle? I need up the colors and down all parts. Up the colors and down all parts. So in denominator write what? 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. And in a denominator write in all. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So my fraction will be 4/4. 4/4 represent 1/all. 4/4 represent 1/all. Okay, let's take another type of questions. Answers the following. How many 4s does make 1/all? 4th. Perfect, it's 4. And how many 5ths does make 1/all? 5ths does make 1/all. Perfect, 5. And how many 8ths does make 1/all? Perfect, 8 will be 8. So how many 10ths does make 1/all? 10ths. So it's 10. And how many halves does make one whole? Halves, halves. So it would be 2. And how many thirds does make one whole? Perfect. It will be 3. Perfect, grade 3. Wonderful. Okay, complete. I need here to make one whole. 1, 1. So what over 7 makes me 1? I have here 7. In a denominator 7. So it's have to be in a numerator the same number to make one whole. So I have in a denominator 7. So in a numerator, put again 7. So 7 over 7, this fraction makes 1 whole. So 1 equals 7 over 7. Okay, here I have here 1. And here, look here in a denominator, we see 5. So what's the number we put it in a numerator? Perfect, it's 5. So 5 over 5 equal 1. And here I have here 1. And here in a denominator we see 3. So what's the number we put in a numerator? Perfect, 3. So again here I have here 1. And in a numerator we see 15. So what's about the denominator? What's the number we write here? Here 15. So here it will be what? Perfect, it will be 15. Okay, let's see here. I have here 1. And see here in a denominator 2. So what's the number we put in a numerator? Perfect, 2. Again, I see here 1. And in a numerator, I see 10. So what's the number we put in a denominator? Perfect, 10. Okay, grade 3. Answers is here 1 and in a numerator 9. So what's the number we put here? 9. Okay, here 1 and the denominator is 6. What about the denominator? Perfect, it's another 6. Okay, and here 1 and in a numerator is 25. So what about the denominator? Perfect, it's also 25. So the all one have the same two numbers up and down. The all one have the same numbers up and down. In a numerator, the same number with a denominator. Okay, grade 3? Perfect, grade 3. So thanks for your time.